Well, hello everyone. Hi, Chu. Hi, Kathy. Well, there's going to be another lady called the Crochet Queen that comes in here, and her name is China. She'll probably show up today at some point. So everybody's going to be all having to pay attention. Who they chitty chatting with? This is just a pre-show. I'll be on here for till about 11:45, and then we'll be switching over to the link that's at the top for the Maker Showcase. So how you been feeling, Kathy? Pre-show, so awesome. Thank you. So good. Glad to hear that. Hi, Scarlett. Hi, Kyle. Lena, if you need to come up, I believe I sent the link to this show as well to you, so you can set up, be sure your camera's all good, and all that kind of stuff if you need to. Hi, Pam. Yeah, y'all gonna be stuck with me modding, and I'm not a professional mod. It's not my thing, and so folks are gonna have to bear with me. Because it's a little harder when you're not on a PC or a laptop. Irene, if you need to come up here, I believe I sent you the link as well for this show, so you can make sure your setup is good and all that kind of stuff. So I am running this one and the show on StreamYard instead of Restream. Well, you know, unfortunately, Willow's not feeling well. She may or may not be able to make it in. I mean, I can voice mod all day. It's the typing part that's a little more difficult for me because I don't have the proper setup really to do all that in an efficient, super efficient manner.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You have the links backwards.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
But you had both of them, right?
Yeah, well, I kept going into the other one. I'm like, why is it not letting me in?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that already tells you I'm a bit nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I don't want to mess things up for folks, you know. I'm inviting them on my channel for them to have a good sale, you know, and
I wouldn't worry about it. Don't stress yourself.
I do
PG.
I do every sale. It's just my thing. I
Yeah. Well, I just realized I have to number everything.
or you got a keyword for a thing?
I'll figure it out. I finished Fruit Loop the other day. Remember, I was working on. I said I wanted to work on Fruit Loop. See, it says Fruit Loop. Look at him.
Oh,
Isn't he cute? And he's got Fruit Loops on his shoes.
oh my gosh, that's too cute.
Yep, so that's Fruit Loop. So there's a code name right there for that guy. But my husband's working from home today, so he's gonna watch us auction.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
So
Sure, make me more nervous. Oh my gosh, she's gonna mess my wife up. No, I'm kidding.
what'd you just say? He said something. Hold on, what? Oh God! He said if we're lucky, he'll throw in some of his unique humor.
Keep
No,
it
you don't.
clean. That's all I ask.
So anyway, I'm working on Afghan.
Oh, there's China.
Hi, China. Hi,
China
Pam.
meet Kathy. Kathy meet China.
Another birthday queen. Oops.
No.
So is he gonna keep your list for you?
No, I do that myself. No, he's actually working from home, so he's on his computer and
Oh,
stuff.
okay, yeah, okay.
So,
He's not free to, yeah, I get it.
and I keep my own notes, but it's easier. I don't get a whole lot to sell, so I found my itty bitties the other day, so I brought them down in my chess set. No,
Yeah, I gotta make sure I'm off at 11:45 because my stupid tablet, of course, of all days, of all times, wants to do a little update. Which takes about 10 minutes. It's not like a big deal. So I just gotta be able to.
my husband asked me if I numbered the gnomes, and I said no. And he says why? I was like, why? And he said because it makes them limited edition. They're worth more. So,
Well, they are individual gnomes.
yeah, there's no duplicates, that's for sure.
One of. Yeah, they're all number one.
Yeah, I'm not that organized with numbering and all that stuff. I'm really not. I just,
Yeah, my most important thing for me is give me a keyword, a number, or something. How much?
Yeah.
So I can be typing that as you're explaining everything.
That's where we might have a little issue.
Well, make a note, stick it right on the computer screen, and go name, number,
What I'm thinking,
name,
double
price.
it.
Yeah, that too.
She said that to me the other day because I don't know how to price my stuff. And she's like, whatever you're thinking, double it.
Yeah, because you tend to give it away a little too low.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I just don't like
when your item,
people,
and even doubling what you consider your price is still inexpensive sometimes. So guys, don't worry about what we're talking about. Trust me, it's because she super undervalues her stuff.
I do.
Let her know that, yeah, no, you don't need to do that. That's why I do my channel and my sales this way. That's why I have makers on my sale. Because you're buying the product directly from the person who made that product. A completed item. I don't care if you sell your stash for $0.25 a piece, whatever it is. I don't care about that kind of stuff. But your handmade items are coming direct from the person who made it. You didn't source those. You didn't buy them somewhere. You're not getting somebody else making them, and you're paying them pennies on the dollar to resell. It's a different thing. You're putting all that human effort into it.
And don't forget my payment stuff from when you place it.
What's your S words?
What?
Because we're live.
And I'm not Carol. Love you, Carol.
Yeah.
Although I think since she got monetized, she slowed down quite a bit on all that.
Yes,
right?
yeah. You can put it up a little bit.
Click the other one, Lena. Irene said I swapped the links.
Yeah, it's backwards, Lena.
Now I'm afraid to send another email because I don't want to super confuse people.
I tried the other one like 2-3 times. I'm like, so then I said, you know what? Let's just try this one. There you go.
Hi.
You ready for today?
I think so. I hope so.
Everything has a number, letter, or a keyword, right?
I've got, yeah, I have, I got letters, and then it'll be keywords too.
Okay.
I'm finishing the last ones right now, but I've only got one thing I crafted. The rest of the stuff is
That's fine.
4 crafts.
I only require that you show at least one item you physically made because I want to show that you're a maker. You're not just
Okay.
a reseller.
Well, a lot of my maker stuff, done went.
And then, if you come on in the future,
Yeah.
you can do more of that. You know what I'm saying? I know right now you're in the middle of a move, so your priority at the moment is not necessarily your finished product, but your bulk extra product.
Yeah.
So you don't have to travel with you if you don't anticipate using it. So I get all that. Listen, sometimes we gotta destash. But I want to make sure people understand they're getting these products from makers.
Right.
That's all.
I'm just trying to get rid of some of the extra stuff. So, I mean, it's so, oh my God. We already had to get a bigger truck lined up. So, you think I wouldn't have that much in a tiny house, but most of it's my crafting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a hoarder. If Irene has something that's cheap, I grab it. Oh, God.
Irene always has something pretty cheap.
I know. So, of course, wait till my son finds out that it's going to happen at his house, too. Oh, God. He's already going to, on the 3rd, I told him to go ahead and run a storage unit. He took the one load up there already, and he thought, well, he'll just put it in his house for now till I get a shed or a storage unit. It took up over half of his living room, and it's piled to the ceiling.
Wow.
So that was mainly my crafts. It was already did. I thought he left some of them, but nope, it's all my crafting stuff. So. Yeah, I got a lot to get rid of.
You have a secondary device on?
I
don't.
My email. Would the email do it? I just shut it off.
No. There's something.
My TV.
I think.
My TV.
Oh, it's your TV? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Shannon's TV. Hang on. Let me try to turn it more.
Both of y'all got TVs on. But I didn't hear it until Lena came up. So
yeah, Shannon's got cartoons on. Hold on, Shadow.
Hi, Shadow.
Hi, Shadow.
You gotta go play. No, okay. She's eating breakfast. We're kind of all cramped in. I'm right by her room now, so.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's a whole. Well, it's a maze to try to walk through here.
How's Shadow dealing with the move and stuff?
She's really upset. So she's not understanding it. Her room's
right
up and her pumpkins aren't there, and
right.
So my daughter-in-law is getting her room all fixed up. Her pumpkins are in Michigan already, so they're getting that fixed up. And then my daughter-in-law showed me they're going to surprise her. On the way back, we're stopping in Indiana to see my daughter-in-law's grandmother. Me and her get along perfect. And they had already bought the Build-A-Bear pumpkin. And we're going to stop at Build-A-Bear in Indiana and have them finish it with her.
Oh.
So she don't know that yet. So she got a surprise coming. My kids got her that. So.
No, that's really nice.
Did you take pictures of how she had some stuff set up at the house there? Like where the pictures were on the wall and stuff like that? So when they do her room up there, they can kind of try to duplicate it a little bit?
Yeah, they got the videos and stuff.
Okay, yeah. Because that'll make it a lot easier, I believe. If I'm right, in the transition, if things are kind of as similar as they can be in her space, you know?
Right. So, I think she'll be happier. She keeps signing home. That's in Michigan's home to her, so she She likes the cold weather. She don't like the ice. We both fall on the ice. She falls, I fall with her. So it's a domino thing with us.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. I went and got little post-it notes yesterday so I could put letters on stuff. I'm sitting there thinking, how am I going to make the fancy numbers or the letters? And
Irene don't do fancy.
What I got?
Hmm?
There you go. There's a number.
yeah, but it's better than handwriting on the post-it note.
Ah,
Doesn't matter.
why don't you keep it like the block, like I'll say like block numbers, like block letter. You know what I'm saying?
Readable.
Yeah. And you're saying it too, so.
Yeah. I'm hoping I get rid of some of this because, whoo, it's,
I hope so too.
geez, it'll
My
help.
goal for you guys. That's
It'll
what I
help.
want to see.
Yeah, it'll help for the move anyway.
Yeah.
And it'll help on my son's back. um,
Yeah, it's real simple, guys. What I'd like you to do when you come up is just, mention your channel name, mention whether you're a private seller being paid privately or a business, so people understand that up front. Private seller, and I'll explain what a private seller is. Private seller does use PayPal or other forms of payment, but they get paid privately. Business sellers invoice.
okay.
So there's no confusion.
Yeah.
The vast majority of us crafters are not full-time sellers all the time.
Right.
Or how much we sell is not really stuff that, the amount we sell is not real. Like now I'm doing 2 sales a month. I show a couple of items on the spotlight event. But this is the only sale I do.
Right.
Mhm.
So I'm not making buku bucks.
I'm not doing auctions anymore either, so.
What? Well, maybe you'll think about future visits.
Yeah, right now I'm not up for it.
Yeah, I get it. Especially when you're doing them weekly, it's a lot.
It's too much.
That's why I can't
For me.
do that. I can't do that to myself. So my spotlight event can appear at any time during that particular month. Next month it's going to be Stitch It Pam.
Yep.
And she'll get back with me with the best date for her.
Pam, I'm still waiting for my
Date
game
it'll be,
song.
because it's their spotlight.
Yeah.
But my shows will typically be at the end of the month.
Oh.
Yeah. Maker showcases.
Okay, maybe I should find a spot in there to do it, so this way I'm not disturbing you on the TV. You know.
Here's up to you. You're fine.
Alright, well, because that can't be. You have to mute it while I do my sale. Not right now, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's low enough. It's just a beep 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 in the background right now. But during the sale, yeah.
Yeah, during the sale, he's gonna have to. Okay. Alright. As long as you're okay with that. Because I have no problem trying to figure out how to set up in there. I don't even need to figure out. I know what I can do. Yeah.
You can even dig them.
Yes, you can. I need a TV tray and my chair.
And the boxes, right? Out inbox and the outbox, right? Mhm.
Oh.
This is exactly the same.
I know.
Yeah, and like I said before, for future events, for those who've already participated in an event, you can you're
Ask me
eligible
in the
for
spotlight.
a spotlight, which is a solo sale on my channel, and you get an hour-ish. And then and right now I think I'm gonna show like 5 items at the beginning, and that's kind of the warm up slash give you a little more time to be sure you're all set and everything else. Make sure some people are coming in before we start and give you your time. Um, and then in regards to the showcases, it's gonna be if I have new people that have not been up before, they're gonna be prioritized over folks who had been up before to give them an opportunity. And and then if other spots are available, then previous people can come back onto the show.
So, do you know who's going first, who's going second, kind of thing today?
Yeah, Angie's supposedly going first, then Lena, and then you.
Okay.
I need that.
Yeah. Sit with Angie because she hasn't popped in here at all yet. And she mentioned it on her thing yesterday. So So you're saying I literally reversed links, correct?
Yeah.
Email? Okay. So I sent her another email saying, oopsie, I think I just went to all of you.
Well, I already know which links, though.
Yeah. Because it just surprised me she hasn't come in yet to set up and stuff. And yeah, and then I close the show and I go for as long as I can go.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's easier on me. If I want to keep it short and sweet, I can. If I want to go a little longer, I can, and I'm not taking away from you guys' time or anything like that in a sense, or making the show prolong on the front end. Which I think is the way it should be with every person that hosts. They shouldn't. Well, that's just my opinion. Like I said, the only reason why I do it on the showcase is to buy a little bit of time, go up a few items, get people to decide on what channel they're landing on. Because we all know how it is. Do I want to watch that one? Do I want to watch that one? I'll watch that one later, you know. So when's the final date? You know?
October 22nd.
Oh, so she'll be up just in time to do trick or treating up there. Awesome.
These things that pop out of these tubs, they're really hard to snap back in. Right. Fix that. Okay. Whew. All right.
Yeah, Lena, just put a little sticky or something by where your camera is so that I need your keyword number, whatever your thing is, and the price right out the gate so I can type it in because I'm doing it on a pad, not on a tablet, not a keyboard, you know.
Okay.
So I can get it in there while you're starting to get into what your item exactly is. And
Hi, Pam. Hi, TG.
all right, Pam, we'll see you later.
Bye, Pam.
Yeah, bye, Pam. Hi, Pam, and bye, Pam. Whew. I think I got most of it ready.
That it looks like the police officer in your area kind of thing. There you go. Come on. That's it.
What are you working on, Irene?
I'm working on an Afghan,
Oh,
a mile a minute Afghan.
Oh, which one?
Huh?
A mile a minute?
Yeah, it's called mile a minute. It's strips,
Oh,
and then each strip has 3 other layers other than this one. There's 3 more layers to go on.
oh wow.
8 strips, and they're 76 stitches long. So,
Wow.
and it's called mile a minute. I've made quite a few of them. I love this.
Nice and warm then too.
Yeah, I did a mile a minute pet blanket.
Wow.
Yeah,
Matt.
Cool.
I love this book. This book is amazing.
He's
Nice.
working on the center row.
Yeah, I'm on the second
And
outer
there's
row now.
3 more. Are you on the second one?
Yeah, I'm starting the trim on the second round. I
Right, and
already
then
got
there's
all the strips.
2 more, so there's 4 rounds in total.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna learn this winter.
And then you join them together.
What,
in
to
the strip.
crochet?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's exactly mine right there.
This is the stuff this is the kind of thing you can start with that's not crazy hard.
Okay.
It's pretty easy.
Just do your couple of squares in there first.
Mm-hmm.
Learn your single, double, half double, single, half double, and double crochets, and you're set for these for sure.
I taught myself, Lena, how to crochet. It's not hard. It's really not. What you need to learn is abbreviations. That's all.
Whoever you are, please do not return to my channel. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh, that's not going to be tolerated. Don't worry, buddy. Mm-mm. People here already know I don't do the drama. No
Nope.
way.
Me neither.
I can't stand drama.
No attention. Just listen to the big fiery face yelling at you.
Right now I'm doing a single crochet, Lena. I'll show you. Here's the hole that I have to go into right here.
Uh-huh.
So you take your crochet hook, put it in the hole, and pull your yarn through that hole. So now you have 2 loops on your hook.
In most cases, yes.
You're going to yarn over and pull it through. That's a single crochet.
Okay, nobody ever told me what that was. I can do that part.
Yeah, that's a single crochet. When you put it
Oh,
through
okay.
the loop,
So you,
pull it through,
Okay.
and go through.
See,
you know what, Lena? When you're ready,
or-
come over here. We'll all hang out,
Okay.
and we'll teach you how to crochet.
It's not hard.
Yeah,
It's
see,
just,
my cousin, when she was still living, she was teaching me, I actually made I don't know what you call it, a zigzag Afghan, but she showed me, and now I can't remember how I did it, and I think she called it a granny square, but I don't remember it. The only thing I remember is what you just showed me.
Well, when a granny square starts off with it's called the chain.
Yeah, I
The
can do
chain.
the
So
chain.
you're gonna chain so many and then you're gonna take your hook. You're gonna yarn over through the hole, pull it up. So now you have 3 on the hook. You're gonna yarn over, pull 2, and then yarn over and pull through the other 2. That's a double crochet.
Okay.
So
you're stacking your singles.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
When you're going through the
system right now,
you're gonna yarn over through the hole, pull your thread through. So now you have those 3 loops. You're gonna yarn over, so it looks like 4, but you're gonna pull through the first 2,
and then do the other 2,
and then yarn over and pull through the other 2. So you're doubling what you just did in the beginning, your first.
Oh, okay.
And each one's different. Everybody's different. Like I'm left-handed, but I crochet right-handed. But you have left-handed crocheters, right-handed crocheters, and your tension is always on how you're feeling that day. I know it sounds weird, but it's a proven. If you're stressed out, your stitches get tighter.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And if you're just relaxed. And then there's also a triple crochet, but you won't need to know that right away.
Yeah, don't tell me that. I'm just gonna keep those 2 in mind.
Yeah,
well,
those 2 are
it goes basically to. I mean, seriously, it's infinity, really. With that, as much as yarn will fit on your hook, basically.
Yeah. Now, she never told me what they were called. She just would show me, and she goes, then I'd mess up. She'd tell me, all right, take it back out.
Well, how I had to teach myself because my brain doesn't work the way I was being taught, and I was getting so confused. So I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to do it. And then I went and got myself a book. I found it, like, this is a very easy book, and it shows you literally step by step.
Yeah, the mile a minute.
Yeah, I mean, step by step. And as it would come up like CH5, I'm like, okay, what's CH5? And I'd go find the index and say, okay, that's a chain. And that's how I taught myself, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until I learned it.
I tried with the books, that didn't work.
That's because the like you said, you didn't know what they were called.
Yeah.
Like the single crochet is SC.
Yeah.
But you didn't know that. Or double crochet.
Yes, and you got to make sure you're using an English a U.S. term book. Because UK is different.
Oh yeah.
UK, their single crochet is a slip stitch.
Oh really? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool to know.
Yeah, and then a single crochet is our double. Double crochet.
All right.
Is our treble. See how they do it. Okay. They are literal in the sense of single like you got one loop on your hook, and that's what you're working with. You go into your hole and you yo. That's a slip. So that's single crochet. Double is you have 2 on your hook before you go into the hole.
Right.
A single crochet, I mean, which is their double. A single crochet is their double would be 2 on the loop. That's right. It's our single. So
Okay.
there's 2 on the bar before you pull it through.
That's probably gonna
Their treble is our double because you wrap once, and then this is where it changes a little bit. And you pull up a loop, and there's 3 on there. And that's why they call it a treble, but it's our double.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, you don't want to do the UK. You want to do the US.
Go UK.
yeah, make sure you're in US until you can learn that. And you
Right.
will eventually learn it.
well, you can't.
No, we're talking about their stitching is different than what we do.
Scarlett's laughing at me. Well, I can't help it. I mean, it actually makes... It's sad, but it actually makes more sense in the UK terminology for what you're physically doing
Mhm.
than our terminology. But and a lot of vintage
Mhm.
patterns are in UK terms
Oh
because
wow.
they came from England over here.
Mhm.
So they were still writing them in UK terms for a long time here.
You know, my mom, well, the mom that raised me, anyways, she used to do the stuff like you do.
The
All
fillet.
the patterns and things
Fillet
like that.
crochet.
Yeah. But back then I was a teenager and she passed away when I was 18. But she. What? Okay. Thank
Fillet
you.
crochet is a chain, and you got to know how to do double crochets. The hardest part about fillet crochet is remembering that is how the squares are formed. Because when you're creating a square, you're doing a stitch, you're chaining 2, you're skipping 2, and you're doing a stitch. But when you look at the boxes,
Mhm.
it's actually an open box is your first double, chain 2. That's it. That's it. Once you make the second bar, you're starting your next box. So that last one is also the first one of the next.
Gets confusing.
Yeah. So you come up here, you go over, that's an open box. Once you put the one down, you're starting your next box. So if the next one's an open box, it's chain 2. If not, it's crocheting in the stitches, double crochet 2 times. So
Right.
it's 3 double crochet, but these 3 are considered that box.
Oh, okay.
And these 3 are considered open. The one with the 2 chains. So the completion to make it look like a box is really the first part of the next box. It's really, once you get that concept in your brain, and sometimes it takes a little bit. It took me a little while, like, because I used to do this a long time ago, but simpler stuff. I'm talking a long
Just
time.
looked so hard.
So when this looks more harder than it is. The hardest part is, like I said, remembering that a square, when you look at it physically on here, the square is made up of 4 blocks.
Mhm.
Okay. But technically, the square is just the 3. 1, 2, 3.
Uh-huh.
And this one, although it completes it and looks like is actually the first stitch of the open block next to it. 1 and 2 chains. So That's the hardest part about fillet crochet.
I got a lot of things I want to get done first once I get settled and after the move and that. I want to get my soaps and things done and I want to get everything stocked up and then by winter time then I want to be able to just sit back and crochet.
See, that's when I like to crochet, is when it's cold out. I hate when it's warm.
I know I can't. Even when I remember when I made those two Afghans that my cousin helped me with. It was winter time, and then I tried to start one when it was summer. I was like, I can't do it
No,
because
too hot.
I get too hot now. It's like, phew, I already got the air conditioners on.
It's 55 and raining here.
Oh, really? Yuck.
Mhm.
Well, that's okay. I told the kids, I says, once I get moved, because this heat, I mean, I think if you grow up in that kind of weather, for some reason, you just can't adjust to the heat. I've been here 3 years and I can't take it. And
Not
I
either.
said, I'm going to make one video this winter once it snows there in Michigan. And they said, what are you going to do? I said, you watch. I said, and I'm going to post it too. And my daughter-in-law says, okay, well, I have the chair ready. I said, I need a camping chair, a jar of sweet tea. I says, and I'm going to go outside and sit right in a snowbank barefooted. Oh, jeez. I can't believe I always said I could, can't wait to retire and get out of the snow. And now I want it. It was funny though, my first winter here, they got a dusting and I had to go to town. I needed to get milk and bread. Me and Shannon got in the truck and we headed to town, which takes me about 30 minutes to get to civilization, I guess you'd call it. And nobody's out on the roads or nothing. And I get to town, everything's closed but the gas station. People's looking at me weird.
Mhm.
But it's just a little tiny town where I'm at. They just closed everything up. You're busy today. You're grabbing everything and bringing it to me.
Yay! Hooray for Scarlet! Work week over.
Woohoo!
I think I need to get one of those cameras to go on top of my laptop to where I can bend it down.
Yeah. Cal.
Hey, Cal.
Hey, Cal. Stacy meow.
Cal meow.
Stacy, have you ever went to any craft bazaars and stuff and sell your things?
I did that for a number of years.
Did you?
Yeah. It became too physically demanding for me as my
Oh, okay.
disabilities developed. So that was one of the first things I gave up, which is what stopped me from doing a bunch of crafting for for years. 2 years anyway, at least 3. Before I started slowly getting back into it again. And yeah. So yeah, I used to do all that nonsense. Yeah.
I did too before. Well, before I started working at the prison, and then after working at the prison, there was no time. I mean, you was lucky to get sleep, so I didn't have time for it then. And then I thought when I moved down here, being in the Bible Belt and stuff, churches around here would have all kinds of craft bazaars, right? There ain't no one. Not around where I'm at, anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised of. Michigan, we had them constantly, especially around getting like right this time of year.
Yeah, that's our city is like this time of year,
Yeah.
the fall. Yeah, fall winter.
Hmm.
Something in the background is really loud. It must be my TV. Is that better, Cal?
Yep.
I'm gonna try the craft bazaars when I get back. My daughter-in-law said she could help me with them, which would
Oh,
help
that's good. Yeah, that's a
because
big
I
help.
do a whole lot of. Well, I can lift, not really heavy stuff anymore, but I can lift. The problem is trying to walk and carry something.
Right.
I like to find the floor quite a bit, so I just found out yesterday. Um, the my state, the state of Michigan, my retirement, they have like the medical, and then you have your prescription separate.
Hmm.
Anyway, they called me, and come to find out, some of my medicine that the doctors down here put me on that
They don't
goes
come.
with my other medicine, I shouldn't even be on it. So I'm like, oh great. One of them causes stomach bleeds, which is not good because like she told me, I'd already had the surgery before where they took out part of my intestine and part of my bowel because
Mhm.
it exploded inside. So I got to get that all straightened out once I get back to Michigan. It's crazy. Some of it's going to some of it messes with my water pills to keep the swelling down. It like keeps it from getting the swelling down, and I forget what the other one did. I know they said some of it makes my bones break easier. I'm like, great. I'm a walking pharmacy. Which ones are they going to take, and what are they going to replace it with?
That's the hard part.
Right.
Well, just because things have a certain side effect doesn't mean it's going to affect you in that manner.
Yeah. Only one that really worries me is the one where they said about the intestinal bleeds because
Mhm.
I don't want that to happen again.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
I think the worst surgery I ever went through was where they cut me from the breastbone all the way down. And boy, trying to heal from that and go
Yeah, I
home.
know. I had my former roommate. I took care of her for a year plus,
Mm-hmm.
after she had to have hernia surgery. Half of her intestines were out of the sac, and so they tried to do it laparoscopic. And how it happened was she had to have her gallbladder removed, I think it was, and they tried laparoscopically, but because of her weight, they couldn't get into their area very well. So then they actually cut her open right there in that area and took out the gallbladder. Well, the incisions that were made by the tools from the laparoscopic surgery didn't heal properly, and they split open inside. And over the course of 2.5 years, she kept getting this bulge that was growing on her side of her stomach. And I kept asking her, what the heck is going on there? Has anybody looked at that? And she's like, oh, they told me it's fat. I said, did they even look at it? Did they palpitate it? Did they touch it? Did they do anything? Take an image? Anything? She goes, no, they keep telling me it's fat. I said, honey, that's not fat. Something else is going on there.
Wow.
So I actually laid her down and I touched it. And when you're used to doing certain things, and I've been in the fortunate but fortunate situation to take care of a few people medically.
Mm-hmm.
I know the difference. I know what fat feels like when I palpitate.
Right.
Okay. This did not have that same type of feeling. I'm like, no, there's definitely something else going on here. So I said, I'm going to go to the doctor with you. When we go, I want you to say it hurts you to have sex, bend over, fart, whatever.
Right.
It hurts. Okay? Because she really didn't have a lot of pain or nothing. Every once in a while, she'd get like a little stabber.
Uh-huh.
Great while. But really, it was incredible that she wasn't in more pain. So, because of her insurance at this time, she changed something in her insurance, so she had to change her primary doctor. So she went to go see a new primary doctor when this happened. When I decided to say, no, I'm going to go with you. So we go there and she's explaining, and he said the same thing I said. Has anybody looked at this? Did they do any images? Did they do anything? And she's like, no, they told me it was fat. And he says, get up on the table. Gets up there, lays down, and when you're doing something and you just kind of, something comes out of your mouth, you kind of don't mean to say it.
Yeah.
He's palpating, which is touching and pressing, guys, for those that don't know, going like this, palpating the area. And he's like, my goodness, I've never felt something quite this large in somebody.
Wow.
And he caught himself, because then he got silent for a few moments. Like, oops, did I say that out loud? And then he goes, I'll be sending you immediately for images. There's Angie.
Hey, Angie.
The links I sent are swapped by accident, according to these ladies. So if you want to come up, do the sale link, not the craft show link, just to get set up, and then do the craft show link to get into the sale. Listen, I never claimed to be a professional, guys. I'm just trying to help folks out, So they go to get the images done, and they come back, and the doctor doesn't, the whole, we'll see you in a month or whatever.
Uh-huh.
The doctor called her, personally took the time, not his nurse, not his whatever, called her and said, please go into the ER. I am sending orders in right now.
Wow.
Half of your intestines are outside the wall.
Wow.
Stacey, I'm going to jump down and get things situated. So when we come back on, I'll be ready.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye,
Okay.
Lena. I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, see you in a little bit.
Okay.
So you're 12 o'clock Eastern. So right now your time's what? 11?
11.
Okay. That'd be
So 45 minutes.
11 my time.
Right, and you're an hour behind me. Right.
Yeah. I had to get used to all the time again. I'll be back to
Yeah,
your
but you're gonna be back on Eastern, right?
right. Every now and then I call the kids and they're already in bed, and I'm like, God, I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
Yep. Hi, Jeffrey.
Hi, Jeffrey. Okay, now how do you say Chew? Am I saying that right? Okay. Hi, Chew.
Yep.
I hate messing up other people's names.
Yeah, I get that. Well, it's just like I learned how to say Huawei's name.
Yeah, I didn't know how to say that till you said that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, that name's different.
I try my best to, if they want to engage in the conversation on how to pronounce it, I do. Because I want to, that's your
I'm Red
name.
Roadshoe. Just call me Lena, though. I know I've said hi to them in the chat before.
Yeah.
I turned that
I
in.
appreciate that, Jeffrey. Thank you.
Now, what is that design of? Is that a cameo? I can't tell from this far.
Yeah.
It is a cameo. Okay. Nice.
But this also has like angle. See how the nose is angled? There's
Uh-huh.
some angles up here that I gotta pay attention to. They're not squares, so I gotta do them differently.
That's gonna look really nice.
I try to find something that everyone I do, I try to find something that'll challenge me when I'm ready for the next to do something more challenging.
Yeah.
Like angles is my thing now. Hi Angie. Where other things I've done is where you're utilizing two squares and creating like a dip.
Mhm.
Dip.
That's gonna look super nice. You just make everything look so easy, you know.
Well, I've been doing this for so many years.
I know.
I've been crocheting basically since I could manage to hold one of these in my hand.
See,
So-
my mom that raised me, she did that, like I said, all the time, just like you, and did beautiful work. The only thing that I actually wanted to learn back then, because I was a teenager, was sewing. So I learned sewing instead of I wished I would have learned the crocheting before she was gone, you know. And she did that stuff all the time. And then when I seen you doing it, I was like, oh my God, somebody that actually does it.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my neighbor. I was telling Angie earlier in a message. I'm hoping to, once I get moved to, I can catch up with all my friends and channels that I know and trust.
Right.
I've just been so busy after all the mess and stuff, and then trying to get moved, and this packing is crazy. And then there is stuff that's like, I want to limit what I've been making because I've got stuff in that they've already took up there that I've made maybe 2-3 years ago, you know, that.
Yeah, what I'm going to be showing is a bunch of amigurumi.
Mhm. But it's stuff I
And
made.
a lot of this stuff I've had for 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Needs
I want to get rid of a lot of it, and then I just want to pretty much stick to. I want to crochet because just it calms me when I did do it.
Right. Plus, you could take your time with the
Yeah.
project. You're not.
Not so much to sell it, more to like give for gifts and stuff.
Right.
But my son wants me to still do the Native American stuff because he's still gonna do the powwows and that, and then like at our nation's tribe there in Ohio, they have powwows, but then we have other events and we have vendors and stuff, and we always have a vendor there. So he wants me to keep going with that. I don't show that much, you know.
Here, yeah.
Too. That'll be mainly for to keep up for that. And then I make my sons and grandkids as ribbon shirts and stuff, and I always made the regalia for them. So I'll still do that kind of stuff. But I want to, as far as my crafts, once I get some of this stuff sold, when I get back up to Michigan that I used to make, then I want to try to keep it to my candles and my soaps. And I want to make gift bags, like, with the resin things with my soaps and stuff, make it as a gift, like,
Oh yeah, like a little
soap dish with the soap and
soap
yeah,
wrapped in cellophane with,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that and my candles. And pretty much probably just stick to that stuff for my YouTube things and that. But I'm gonna try with the doilies and stuff I got from you. I'm gonna see how that goes over at some of our vendings at the powwows and stuff too. Making the dream catchers with them. I'm gonna still make our regular dream catchers, but let's see how it goes. I told my son, I says it might work because you got all kinds of people that come in, and
Yeah.
different nationalities and stuff. They might like it. I had one lady when I was doing my dream catchers on Facebook a long time ago. It wasn't before, they didn't have videos back then that we could sell them. I would just make a certain page for it,
Right.
and then I would take pictures sometimes and show it on my page. And one lady says, she goes, I want a lady dream catcher. And I'm like, a lady dream catcher? I'm like, we really don't call them lady or men dream catchers, And I was like trying to think, and she wanted flowers on it. So I don't know if I still got a picture of it on my Facebook anymore, but
Well, like she wanted it more feminized. Feminized, yeah.
so what I did was I did a great big, one of the bigger rings,
Hmm.
a regular dream catcher. I had it, the leather strapping was all black, and then I had the sinew and all of that. But in the middle, I put a red rose, and then I had like I don't know what you call it. It's like greenery, but it wasn't greenery. It was almost like what? Not a cattail. I'm trying to think of how to explain it. Like kind of like wheat, but it's not wheat. Was hanging down from underneath the rose, and then it had feathers dangling down and beads, and then everybody wanted one. And
Like
I'm like,
raffia?
no, I don't know how to explain it. Shoot. I'm gonna do it with the doilies too. Um, okay,
Oh yeah, Jeffrey, I remember that.
like if you see like wedding things that has the beads and the I don't
The
know.
tool?
It would look like some of it was like it had feathery stuff coming down. Would that make it? It's not feathers, but it would look like white, and they're on ribbons. I can't think of what it's called.
Well, were they just fancy ribbons with different
It
things?
was ribbons, but it had almost looked like feathers. I don't know how to explain it. Like if you would take, it wouldn't look like yarn though, brushed out. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's one of those. I'm trying to picture what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're saying. I'm just can't think of the term for
It just gave it like a lot of class, and it was like the effect to it.
Right.
But they went there. Then everybody wanted them. I thought my hands were gonna die.
Toward the end of October, Angie. He was asking when you're moving.
Oh, I can't. It's not up there yet. I just see hi Chew, hello Chew. That's the last thing I see. Oh, when are you moving? Yeah. Okay, now I see that's up higher.
Yep. I will voice announce anybody who makes any purchases. So
Yeah, I gotta
just so you know.
get everybody my new address. I just gotta be careful who I give everything out to.
Yep. Yeah, I need it.
Yeah, I know. I think I sent it to, I don't even know if I've sent it to Irene yet. I think I sent it to, well, I know I sent it to Doggone Happy. I know she got it. I gotta figure it out. I gotta change it on PayPal and everything, but I don't know. I think I gotta wait till I get up there because see, my bank is still in Michigan. I never did change it. So I think I have to go in person in there to.
Didn't you move down south because you wanted to get out of the cold and do the farm thing, right?
Hmm. And my grandson had moved down with me. He was 21, but he had a mental break, and mom and dad had to take him back to Michigan. I actually had to put him in the hospital down here, and he's now living in a group home. But now I don't, then it became harder on me. I, can't do everything all by myself. So, and it got worse. I mean, trying to keep up with the animals and the walking, to get back to the animals. Then
Yeah.
finally, the last thing was when I came to in the chicken coop. The last I remember is being on the porch of the chicken coop collecting eggs, and I come to with a chicken on top of me and busted eggs everywhere.
I'm sorry, but
I know.
what a picture.
Well, the kids had put cameras up everywhere so that they could call for help, but the chicken coop was turned to where they could see me in the chicken yard, but they couldn't see me once I went into the coop. I mean, the chicken coop
Right.
and stuff. And then there's other areas the cameras didn't reach, and I've already got bit by a snake once. Because I didn't get sick, I didn't go to the hospital. My kids goes, Mom,
Mm-hmm.
and I just got to where I'm falling more. I can't truthfully wear my braces that they don't bend. I mean, they are leather and steel, and they go all the way to my knees.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's uneven or if there's steps, I really can't do them in those. But what got worse is the swelling in my feet and legs. Now I can't get them on if I wanted to.
Right.
So
Yeah, you gotta get refitted.
yeah, and it's just it's hard. I mean, I can't walk that far and in the heat, and my asthma, can't breathe. It's too hot.
Yeah.
And then try to keep up with 19 acres of grass is, when the kids come down, they don't come down that often, because they got to work and the kids are in school and stuff like that. But when they did come down, they'd help. So, but it just got too much. Shannon's, needing more help getting up and stuff. And if she falls, it's hard for me to get her back up because I'm not even that stable. So
Right.
it's time to go back home.
Yeah.
That would be different if I had a husband, but I really don't want to do that again. I'm fine. I'm set in my ways.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to jump back down
Okay.
and I will come up with the new channel or the sale one.
Yep.
Okay, I'll see you in a little bit, Stacy.
All right, honey. I'll see you shortly. All right,
Okay.
folks. Don't forget to click up in that blue box and set the reminder for the Maker Showcase. It's a different link. It's not going to be on this show.
Right.
Thank you, Jeffrey. All right, folks. I'm gonna call this one so I can open up backstage for the ladies coming up, and they can get themselves all set up and stuff. Please come back and watch the show at noon. Be sure you set your reminders so you can make it. All these ladies are very talented. They're not only going to be showing the items they made, some will also be showing destash items as well, so you can grow your own stuff and make your own things, grow your own stash and make your own things. So I want to thank everyone who came in. I want to thank everyone who hung out. I want to thank those of you who will watch this in the future. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to head on over to the showcase. But most importantly, please enjoy the rest of your day.